All right, thanks for tuning in. Today we have a matchup of Illuminate versus PDHM Gaming on Clubhouse. PDHM Gaming will be starting off on defense. And we're going to get underway with the ban phase starting here. For the first ban, we're going to see a Thatcher, as he has been seeing a lot of bans and a lot of competitive play recently. I think a lot of teams are starting to probably strat around that ban, as it is expected by a lot of teams at this point, especially on Clubhouse, with him being such a crucial instrument in getting any of these walls or hatches open. We're going to see Maverick banned as well, which he is very useful on the server wall. He is typically used to get that entire wall open, or at least soft. To help the soft destruction make their way into the server room. We're going to see Echo go off the board. Probably end up seeing quite a bit of Valkyrie and Maestro come into play. Once again, nothing too surprising there though, as Echo is quite strong with two yokais that are accessible to all teammates with the ability to mark. And Mira will see banned as well. So pretty typical bans coming out here by both teams. Nothing too surprising whatsoever as we get started with the first attack round here. Alright, now we're going to see the defense head into Cash and CCTV first. They are going to bring a bandit, just to make sure that they're able to possibly deny any hard breachers who try to make their way to that server wall. Probably have some ADSs to aid him in that tricking. Make sure that there's no lifeline concussions coming out to stop him, either from window or through the drone hole on Cash balcony or server balcony, sorry. And we are going to see the dual hard breach coming out from the attackers here, which is standard for these top floor pushes. And even on the bottom floors, there is just so many options for the attacking team to open up when it comes to hard destruction. They will have the Maestro coming out as well, putting an evil eye overlooking server room out onto server balcony. Once they give that open, the attackers will have to worry about the evil eye as it passes intel to the defending team if they are successful in opening up that wall. Looks like they are investing in this west side room here in master bedroom near logistics. Probably have some players stationed in there, so you'd like to keep the attackers out, or at least postpone their push as long as possible in the early parts of those rounds. Okay, so the attacking team will have a Capital here, which brings a lot of utility to the board for the Illuminate, as he does have two firebolts and two smokes. He can be quite useful for the plant, or just denying any attackers from, or defenders from any known position if he's able to get the firebolt in their area. They do look to be getting set up outside of construction and server balcony here. Looks like the Capital does have info that there is somebody playing inside construction, but he's not finding him yet, as the smoke will just stay neatly tucked behind that wall. Bandits sitting tight, waiting for any possible hard breach coming out from the attackers. There comes the firebolt out from Capital, as that is not caught by the ADS. It will be able to deny Bandit for just a moment, but not doing any damage. Oh, there it comes, actually. He will take a bit of damage as he pushes up towards server wall now, and taking a few shots from Hibana. Jackal has gone down, though. And the Buck's looking for a kill on the Jaeger, but he goes down through the floor from Cash. That is actually a really nice angle set up from the smoke there, able to get the vertical play on that Buck. Extremely unsuspecting, as he was just looking to clear out the roam on that first floor, but Jaeger will still persist in bar for now. Thermite's going to go ahead and use one of those exothermics to get the garage door opened up here. Give them a little bit of room to play with, whoever's playing on garage balcony. As we are getting into the final minute of the round, they're going to look for any possible map control that they can gain, because they are in a 3v5 right now, and the defenders are looking pretty good to win this round. Down goes to Capital, and they will lose Carlisle immediately after that. Jaeger runs out of master bedroom looking for the kill, but this is probably going to get him picked there by the Habana as she rotates around, maybe looking for the revive on Capital. But things are looking less and less likely for the attackers here as we get down past the 30-second mark, and we are still looking at a 4v2. And Smoke will get extremely aggressive with the play through construction window, and he's still outside looking to just distract the attacking team now, and he's going to go actually grab a second kill while playing outside. An absolute madman, and the defenders will take this first round at Cash Server. Smoke playing a very crucial part in that round there, as he was able to find the pick onto Buck through the floor, and then playing very aggressive at the end to secure the round for his team. 3 kills on the round for the Smoke. They will head down to church as expected. Go ahead and get Cash and Server out of the way with the point on the board. They're feeling pretty comfortable as they move down here. Mozzie's going to 6th pick off onto the mute. And Capital to the Ash. Interesting 6th pick there for the offense, as Capital does bring so much utility to the board, as I had said earlier.
Need to locate and defuse bombs.
But in the right hands, Ash can play a vital role in the attack. Right, so they will have a Kaid looking to deny any hatches from getting opened up, possibly. They might also have an impact trick set up.
10 seconds to go.
If not now, I imagine they will here shortly. That has become popular meta at this point on this map. There he goes. He's going to go ahead and open up the angles in the kitchen, looking to impact trick any possible hard breach. It seems they will have somebody stationed inside a blue behind generator as Jaeger rotates up secret right now. Alright. He's aware that the Buck already has the door open as he heard the cam go out. But he will immediately start to feel a bit of pressure coming out from stock. They are droning out, and Buck is able to find the kill onto Jaeger, and that is a very early pick for the attacking team here. Going to make a life a lot easier for them as they head into bar and kitchen area, opening up hatches as Moto is already open with less or more than 2 minutes left in this round. They are making extremely good pace. Joining at the top floor, making sure they didn't miss any possible roamers coming in for that late flank. Smoke's going to be playing close on Moto in church. They do have one of the shields there, and if you've played against one of these new shields, they are pretty hard to combat, but the hatch, the overview on that angle does pretty much shut off any possible play there. Ash is looking to make her way down secret stair right now. Will she see the Legion? She does. She sprays a few bullets through the wall, but is just narrowly missing him. Though he does take a little bit of damage, he escapes with his life for now. Does rotate back into safety. The flashes do come out from Moto, with the Buck placed on main entrance here, main stair, and they have dropped Moto now.
Attackers have located a bomb.
And they're going to open up church wall as Buck pushes through the rotation into Arsenal that they created from main stair. They're going to go ahead and put the plant down. This is looking really good for the attacking team here in a 4v2 situation. They have the control that they need to win out the post-plant situation here. All they need to do is play it safe. Smoke pushes through Moto, but gets traded out as Shady finds one of his own in church. But this is a 3v1. This is a very, very tall order for the Legion here, as he will more than likely find himself in a set of cascading angles from the attackers here, as they just sit tight and wait for the inevitable push. And the Hibana is ready for him as he makes his way out of church and is immediately picked off by the Type 89. Alright, so the attackers will find success on their church push. Definitely going to help their confidence as they make their way into the third round here. The defense will opt to go right back, though, as they feel that they had a pretty strong hold, more than likely. They need to make a few small corrections, and they very likely could have pulled off that round, but the attacking team just seized the opening so quickly. It just left very little time for the defense to react. It was a very good play there on the Buck after getting the hole opened up into Arsenal, get the plant down. Like I said, very quick play. Very smart play from the attacking team.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
We are going to see a very similar lineup coming out from both teams. Though I'm not entirely sure. The defense had a Mozzie on the last round. He will be playing with the C4, so he will have some of that utility to possibly catch any attackers on either church wall or playing in kitchen. Seems as though they will have somebody playing within blue again, as they do have the ADS set up to make life a little easier for them. And we will see the standard rotations get created into Arsenal from church. Alright, Jackal is going to immediately find his way in through strip. Following the drone. Sits close behind and they will spot the Jaeger here. Jaeger does need to be careful as he was picked off very early in the beginning of the last round. And he will not like to go down that early again as his team does need him to stay up just a little bit longer. But they swing down main stair and he is just entirely unaware of it. I'm not entirely sure how the Jackal did not hear that, but K-Sizzle will make his way down main stair, and he's going to add a kill to his tab as he does so. And he does grab a hold of a drone as well, so that'll be a little bit of intel for the defense, and a little bit of drone economy gone for the offense. Seem to be having a little bit harder of a time finding their way into the first floor here to start working on those hatches. You can tell that the early pick on the Jaeger really helped him in that last round with securing the first floor. Ash will push down main stair here, hoping to funnel the defenders back a bit so they can start using their utility. They will get Moto Hatch open at this point. And it does look like they will be getting stock as well. Bono watching for any possible flanks coming up from Secret. Buck's going to open up some angles through the soft floors of kitchen and kitchen hallway. They will drop into Moto. Smoke is playing close by Moto door as they have already dispatched a shield, it seems. Legion is playing within blue, looking at a pretty tight angle into the hallway. They will get church wall opened up though, which is going to force the smoke to rotate back into Arsenal. 4v5 situation here, but the Buck will go down from the Jaeger. Jaeger's on the flank here. He's unable to find a second as Hibana finds a kill onto the Jaeger, and the Thermite gets traded out.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser. Attackers have located the bomb.
3v2 with just about 15 seconds left. Hibana's going to start getting the plant down, but Ash is going to go down. Hibana's exposed now, hops off the plant, and K-Sizzle will find 2 kills to secure that round. It seems the defense was able to make the necessary adjustments, and they were able to pull away with a victory on their second attempt at the Church Arsenal hold. Alright, we head back into cache and CCTV. Momentum on the defense's favor, I'd say, after a pretty convincing, or not necessarily a convincing win, but taking that win back to a site where they did have some pretty convincing success. It definitely feels the momentum is probably on their side. Be interesting to see what Illuminate does here to find a little bit more success on the attack, as they struggled pretty severely on the first attempt at the cache CCTV hold. Oh no, we are going to see a down come out as a little bit of team damage has gone through. I'm sure that was entirely an accident or a little miscommunication, but nonetheless, Jaeger's going to be sitting at 20 HP after the revive, which is going to make the room a whole heck of a lot harder for him. Not only that, it put him a bit behind on getting his utility out as well. Looks like we will have Mozzie playing in first floor main bar here, as the attacking team immediately starts opening up stock. Alright, Ash is going to find a kill onto the Jaeger. Now, regardless of whether he was at full health or not, he takes the body shots actually, so he's going to go down pretty quickly, I imagine, to the R4C. Extremely strong gun. And they will start to open up a bit of vertical destruction from stock, just to put a bit of pressure on anybody playing within cache. But the defense did have some pretty nice angles set up there, so I'm sure that they are aware of this at this point and are prepared for any fight back that the attack is prepared to send their way. But Thermite is going to be successful in opening up the server wall here. He hops back on his drone to grab any info before face checking anything. We're going to see Ash looking to make her way through Stock Hall now. Probably looking for maybe a little more vertical play, or maybe to head into Garage Balcony. She just narrowly turns away at the wrong time. He will live to see another day. They are aware of the position up here, and they are getting pretty aggressive with it. They're going to send two ops that way. She just sees his head ever so slightly, but I am honestly shocked that the Maestro is unable to find the kill there, but Ash will capitalize off of that, and she will make her way up Garage Balcony. This is looking extremely good for the attacking team, as it was a 4v1, and more than likely, defense was not going to be able to pull that off. It would have been miraculous if they were able to do so. So, just as I said, the defense was looking so strong on cache and server, the attacking team is going to pretty much just plow their way through site and make that round look easy. So at this point, we're sitting neck and neck. It's really hard to tell which team is going to take the next round here, as both teams have won with a lot. We're very assertive with the victories here, is the way I would put it, I guess. Each team seems to either have complete and total success, or we are just seeing the exact opposite the other way around. But they will head back to cache CCTV, as they are 1 for 1 at this point, and they will take their chances.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers. Going up.
I imagine they are hoping to keep the Jaeger at full health before he heads off for his room in the early parts of this round, as that definitely played some part in Ash finding the kill on him early on, or at least didn't make it any easier for him to combat the entry fraggers as they made their way in. And so we're going to have a rotation opened up to logistics here. Pretty standard rotation opened up on the Garage Balcony as well. Bandit is playing at the bottom of Secret currently. Not entirely sure what he's up to down here. And they might be suspecting that somebody will be pushing through dirt or through secret, and they might be looking for an early pick on the attackers who end up doing so. So far, no luck. Sophia will find her way into stock and begin working on that vertical destruction. She has thermite droning out. And Jaeger's going to find a kill onto the Sophia. Going to slow down some of that vertical destruction for the attacking team. And he will continue to be a thorn in their side as he rotates up main stairs. But Ash will get an extremely nice shot onto the Jaeger. That's about as clean as it gets there. And now we are 1 for 1, but the Ash is entirely unaware of their position on secret and is almost punished for it. If they would have swung out from Cash there, they would have had the kill on Ash, but Bandit's going to make sure he grabs the kill anyway, secures it onto Ash, and rotates back up Cash there. Still have both charges up, and server wall is still closed. Things are looking pretty good for the defense here as they sit at 4v3. Just over a minute and a half to go in this round. The attackers are going to have to find another way into the site. They will have somebody creeping up. Oh. We're going to see the Jackal grab a kill onto Shady, who just earlier found the kill onto Bandit. Now it looks like he's going to take care of those charges, and they're going to get the server wall open. He's going to find a second kill onto Scrub. Now things are looking pretty good for the attackers. This Jackal finds 2 very necessary kills for them to make their way into the site. And Thermite sets up on Repel after opening up server wall, looking for any possible rotations through server. But with just 45 seconds left, the Jackal's going to find his 3rd kill. That's 3 on the round for Optic. And he is playing extremely well. They start setting the plant. The defense does not seem to anticipate it, obviously, as he's sitting in a 3v1, but he does manage to find a pick on the Spaceman. Now he's looking at a 1v2. They are aware of his position, though. Thermite's just going to set back on server balcony and play it safe, and Jack will put a tight angle onto K-Sizzle there, and he will find his 4th kill to secure the round for the attacking team. Very nice job done by the Jackal. Finding 4 kills on the round. He clearly played a huge part in the way that went for the attackers. All right, now they head to Church Arsenal, as they are 1 for 2 on cash and decided not to risk it on this last round of the first half. We're going to see Knock? Okay, we're going to see a 6th pick onto the Buck. Which is a much more expected op, as Skeleton Key proves quite useful in most situations for the attackers. Plus the grenades. He provides a lot of soft destruction for the offense. The defense will be running the same setup that they brought last time. I'm sure Jackal is looking to find some of that same success he did in the last round, as he melted through the defending team with the C7. Spectacular gun, paired with spectacular utility, and that's why you see Jackal banned so often in your ranked matches. Alright, it looks like Jackal's going to be getting involved right away with K-Sizzle on pulled door. He's going to get the scan off, he's going to know he's right there, but he puts his Inox down and K-Sizzle punishes him for it as he moves back down. He has been getting away with murder in the early parts of this round, and it seems that Buck has now gone down as well. Jaeger finds the down onto Buck. Doesn't seem that he is necessarily aware of it. But if anything, the Buck will be stuck at 20 HP as the Jaeger rotates downstairs. But he might find the kill onto Thermite making his way up garage balcony. But no! Thermite finds the kill onto Jaeger. And that's going to give top 4 control for now to the attacking team as they pick Buck back up. He'll be put at 20 health for the rest of this round. But there will be one last defender playing on this top floor. Will the offense be expecting it? Or second floor, my apologies. As they are just right next to each other through this soft wall. Who's gonna hear one another first is really the question that we have here.
Time to make a new door.
His case is also for the Mozzie, so he could use the super shorty to open up that hatch if need be.
Clearing the way.
And it does seem that the attackers have not sent a drone into gym. So if all goes well, he will get the flank here, unbeknownst to the attacking team. But there's going to be a C4 kill onto the butt. He was already at low health. All it had to do was just barely touch him. We are at a minute left here. They do have Moto hatch open, but they do not have any control on the ground floor. In case Sizzle will finally make his way down on that flank, and it'll be successful as he finds the kill and grabs a drone as he sends it downstairs to find any possible info in the last 45 seconds of this round. The Ash is looking to make her way down secret, so they are playing relatively far away from one another as they won't be able to back each other up in any of these gunfights. Ash's position is definitely given out to the defenders here as he burns the ADS, looking to grab a kill on the Legion playing within blue, and he will do so. He's going to swing on into Arsenal, but he gets put down by the Kaid. Kaid's looking down main entrance at Habana, and he will find 2 kills to the TCSG. Very nice job, as we will be sitting at 3-3 at the half. On this map, with it being as defender sided as it is, that is probably gotta have the attacking team feeling pretty good regardless of that loss there at the end of the half. Coming in at even terms on the attacking side of their half will put them in a much better position as opposed to a 4-2, 5-1. Now they will head into Cash GC, and they're going to bring Kaid and Bandit, which will give them a little bit higher chance for success on keeping the attackers off of server wall.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
At least pose a much more difficult task for the attackers to make their way through. More than likely what we will see is a bandit charges set down to force an EMP to come out. Or actually, sorry, there is no Thatcher, so this double trick is going to be
10 seconds left.
a lot harder for the attacking team to defend.
5 seconds to
Especially without a Maverick,
attackers' objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
as that has played a pretty pivotal role in how a lot of these Cash CC rounds have gone. But Illuminate was able to find some success by opening up the soft ceiling from Secret. That's going to be a big kill coming out from the Zofia there right in the early parts of the round, possibly punishing a spawn peek onto the Jaeger. Or no, just catching him through stock. But he's immediately going to go down from an angle up in Cash. We are seeing a lot of vertical play coming out from the defense sitting in Cash, reminding the attackers that this is a two-way street. They are definitely a bit more hesitant to make their way into stock at this point, but they will need to get some type of pressure onto the bandit. And the grenade seems to be unsuccessful, and then Buck's actually going to fall to the Maestro. So this is looking much more difficult for the attacking team already, as any possibility of getting rid of those bandit charges is more than likely gone. Maestro positioned on top, garage balcony, and the kill comes out from Kaid. we will see him work on some utility with those X-Kairos pellets as they make their way in through the first floor and rotate up through master bedroom as they try to get into the site any way possible here. They are looking at a 4v2, but there is a flank coming. They are aware of it. Bandit was looking the opposite way, but he's aware of their position now. Or at least he should be, and it looks like he's starting to catch on, but they're just going to rotate up into master bedroom anyway, so there's no need for them to take this fight here. It will just waste time in an already dire situation. Kaid still sitting with his C4, and Bandit, as both C4s are more than likely going to go out in the last 25 seconds here. As both anticipated by the attacking team, they're able to dodge both of the C4s, taking very little damage at this point. But with 15 seconds left, they are entirely funneled into the wall, and Kaid is going to pull out another double kill. We're going to see a lot of big plays coming out from the TCSG this game, really showing you why so many people prefer this weapon over the automatic AUG. The TCSG placed in the right hands, paired with the ACOG, can be an extremely valuable asset to your team. Now we're going to see them move down to church after grabbing the first round of the second half in Cash and CC. Going to see a very similar setup coming from the defense here, as well as the attack.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Alright, now let's see how Illuminate chooses to handle the church hold on defense. We've seen a lot of success here for both teams, as Cash seems to go either way, or at least more often has a tendency to swing either way. Just with those Thatcher and Maverick bans, it does make sense. The attacking team is probably struggling a little bit more than they usually would to get those hard walls opened up, forcing them to make a much later push.
5 seconds remaining.
Creates a lot more predictability for the defensive team in the final moments of the rounds.
Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Alright, we're going to see a rotation and a blue with another ADS set up for anybody who is going to play behind generator. And they're going to have all 5 defenders playing down on site. Jaeger will be playing in blue, looking to contest anybody making their way through secret. And he's going to find an early pick. And they were rushing down garage, it seems, but they already have stock open, putting pressure onto the Jaeger in blue. But he's going to find an early pick onto Zofia. A huge kill for the defense there. The Legion sets up a crossfire, looking to support the Jaeger in any possible way. He's going to want to stay somewhat near the kitchen hatch, as they do have the impact holes set up for any possible tricks onto the hard breach here. The Habana is looking to get the breach off here. Now, will she be successful? It looks like it will be unsuccessful. Impact comes out. Gets rid of one set of X-Kairos pellets. There's only one left, and they're going to find both. Alright, now they send an exothermic, as they know both of the impact grenades are gone, and they should be easily able to find success. So it did sound like they sent one more up there. It just was not able to find the proper radius for the exothermic. Jaeger's still positioned within blue. And they start to open up the door of main stair. Who's continue to give intel to the defense here. And Buck will start working on the destruction of the soft floor here. We are at a minute 10. At 5v4, there's going to be a lot of deaths coming out here in the final minute of this round. And at this point, the attacking team does have very little control. But they do at least have the kitchen drop down opened up. And stock as well. Though with the Jaeger playing tightly tucked within blue, they definitely are hesitant to make a push there. And Thermite's going to get picked by the Kaid, once again showing off why the TCSG is so strong, and he gets a flick onto K-Sizzle. What a beautiful shot from Kaid there. Jackal's going to find a kill for the attackers, their first kill of this round, as he's looking down into Secret. And Hibana will find a second and a third. What a one-tap coming out from Scrub. Oh my goodness. He's going to make his way down Secret now. He's going to take a little bit of damage from the smoke, but this is looking extremely doable for the attackers now. 2v2. He gets picked through the ankle holes in blue. Hibana's going to have to make quite the play, and she will not be able to, as Legion will swing over to Motodor and find the kill on Hibana, as she clearly needed to reload and was already on her secondary weapon. There was nothing she could do there but sit in the corner and wait for them to peek. Though that was an extremely close round for the attackers there, still went the way of the defense. Just narrowly pulling away, as the double kill from Save coming out definitely put them in a pretty good position. But they were nearly traded back out by the final two attackers there in the last moments of the round. Now it seems from both teams, when they find their opportunity to push, they quickly seize upon it, which has created some pretty exciting gameplay for me and hopefully for the viewers as well, as this has been a pretty fun game to watch.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by
As soon as the attackers find their opening on either side for both teams, they just seem to storm in and grab the necessary kills for site control. So that was a bit of a mess, I would say, for the attacking team, as they were just trying to piece together the final moments of that round. They still did a great job doing so. Looks like they will invest a good bit on the server cache room here, which is expected. They will have gym door castled off, allowing the bandit to trick the hot tub balcony. And they will have the window blocked off as well, so the attackers will have to dedicate a good bit of utility to get the bandit off that wall, which is going to slow them down, if anything. But you will see them immediately open up server wall and immediately get picked out by Jaeger. Jaeger for both teams has been finding the early picks that the defense likes to get. Those types of plays really help your team out or either backfire hard, but in this situation it's going to help his team out. And that's going to be the Jackal off the board, who has been having tremendous rounds prior to this, so definitely a good pick for the defense, as they wait for the attackers to try and find their foothold into this site. Nice drone setup there into server. They're going to have all the possible info they need, as they do have very low amount of time to get this push started here, as we're sitting about a minute and a half into the round, and there's very little map control for the attacking team, and the roamers are still running free. They're going to need to speed it up if they are looking to close out this attacking round, but they will find a kill onto Spaceman. That's going to be a Maestro off the board. He's going to want to hope his evil eyes were positioned properly, as that hard denial will go, but Jaeger finds a kill but gets traded out immediately by the IQ.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
That's going to be control over logistics, but they will get traded. Zofia goes down, but is immediately traded by the Buck, hopping in through server window.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
We are looking at a 2v2. This round could go either way. We got a minute left. The Buck has both of his grenades. IQ is droning out. Bandits looking to 11 hit this castle barricade to make for a quick rotation if need be at the final moments of this round, as they are pinging the plant. No kill found by either attacker or defender, but well, a team kill actually coming out from Shady here, but he will get the kill onto Voodoo as well. I'm sure that was an accident. Smoke will tuck tightly into shower here as IQ tries to bait him out with the plant.
15 seconds
He does
left.
seem to be unaware of his position. She's going to want to go ahead and stick the plant now sooner than later. Free fire coming out into showers. The shotgun versus the pistol here is more than likely going to lose as the smoke just lays down, waits for the attacker to make their push, and just taps with the shotgun and grabs the kill immediately, as within that range there is no escaping for the attacker. Alright, so we are seeing a pretty dominant second half coming out from Illuminate here, as they headed 3-3 and have won 3 straight on this second half. So defense definitely looking to be the strong side for Illuminate. We've also seen a lot of big plays coming out from Save, who's got 12 kills already in this game. He has nearly doubled everybody else in the game. He's having quite the performance. And you know, people definitely argue that Kaid is not the strongest fragging op, but like I said, in the right hands and in the right position, you can do a whole heck of a lot of damage to the attacking team. Especially, you will also see Goyo get used quite a bit nowadays as well, who's also equipped with the TCSG and the Vector. So he becomes, or that gun becomes more integrated throughout the seasons after it was introduced. Nothing too out of the ordinary on this cache CC hold, or sorry, server.
5 seconds to go.
Rotate on the garage balcony as expected.
Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Interested to see on where these evil eyes are placed. They do bring the dual hard breach, and will more than likely be looking to get rid of those bandit charges on the server wall. But the defenders are aware of that and will have a player stationed on the first floor looking to stop them from making their way in. Free fire is going out into secret window, just narrowly missing the buck through the barricade there. Looks like Bandit's playing within main bar and has some ankle height holes opened up looking into stock. Getting extremely aggressive with the wall bang coming out from stock door. Extremely nice shot from Bandit there. This buck can definitely feel he's on the back foot here with 2 roamers sitting on the first floor looking to deny him from any push. But Habana has actually made her way into construction, as they will also open up construction wall. Give them a little bit of access to site now. Little map control, as they desperately needed that. But we are at a minute and a half left in this round. And as far as I can tell, the Habana's the only one in a good position to make any moves at this point. But Ghost will find a kill onto Optic. That is the Jaeger down. Pretty big pick, as he has been playing pretty well. Okay, just narrowly gets the last shot onto Voodoo there as he stands up. Very nicely done from the Habana. This Voodoo unluckily gets tagged up with that last wall bang. And the Ash is actually going to go down. Buck's looking to revive her, as I do believe she was down from garage balcony. And Thermite is droning in to get that intel. Pass it on to his teammates. Probably looks to capitalize on the distraction, or at least he should. There he goes. He grabs the kill, or actually K-Sizzle grabs the kill with Buck. It's a nice shot, but the Thermite will run up balcony, and now they have garage balcony control, and they're looking pretty good to get the plan off here, as it's 3v1 with site control. Habana moved in through cash. Plant goes down, but the Smoke grabs a kill onto K-Sizzle and makes his way up cash stairs. Smoke comes out, hoping to deny them. We're hoping to put a little bit of area denial, but the Habana will be laying down, tucked behind cash door. Unsuspecting angle, and grabs the kill onto Smoke. And we are looking at 6-4 now. PDHM finds their first win on attack in the second half onto Cash CC. Alright, now the defense will head back down to church after losing their first hold in the second half. Illuminate looking to keep things fresh. Alright, well they had quite a bit of success last time they went to this site. So they will be looking to repeat that success. Though it was due in part to some pretty big plays coming out from Save onto main stair from Moto. And things really came down to the wire on that last second push with the attackers the last time. So definitely excited to see what we're in for here, as we are on match point for Illuminate. They are definitely looking to take this game before we reach any possible overtime, and are picking a strong site to do so.
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds to go.
So we will have 4 defenders sitting down on site, and more than likely Save will make his way back down as well. They will go ahead and open up Dirt Tunnel here, and then make their way into the kitchen area, more than likely to pick up some hatches. That does look like they're actually going to opt for a top floor room clear, which is a bit costly on time, but with such a big map, you'd hate to die out just to a late flank the end of the round, so probably a smart decision for the attacking team here. Kaid will spot the attackers making their way into first 4 bar. The defense is really just watching those cams right now, grabbing any possible info before they engage in any of these upcoming gunfights as we reach the minute 45 mark in this round. It's a very strong position that the Kaid is holding if he's able to find the same picks that he was able to on that last hold. Zofia will start to work on this main door entrance. And the IQ down as well, or at least to put a claymore up for any late flanks. At least give the defense away. Opening up a few angles into Arsenal here, looking for any possible picks. Looking to get their foot into this basement site here, but no luck at this point. And there's 2 kills coming out from the defenders. Just like that, we're sitting at a 5v3 with 1 minute left, but Jaeger will overextend a bit and get tagged up through the hatch. But Voodoo will find an impact kill. Gotta catch them all, I suppose. And that's going to put the defenders in an extremely rough position, sitting at 5v2 with 45 seconds left. It seems like Zofia is going to send some pre-fire through the Arsenal wall. Unable to find any kills though, and Kaid will actually find one onto Save. Or I'm sorry. They will actually get picked off by the Zofia there, but this is looking pretty hopeless as we're sitting at a 4v1 with 0 site control. More than likely, we are looking at a win for Illuminate here, and that will be the case. Very good game from both sides though, as that was very evenly matched throughout each half, though Illuminate just proving to have a bit of a stronger grasp on those defenses. So it will go the way of Illuminate for today. Like I said, very good game, a lot of exciting plays coming out from both teams. Very narrowly going the way of Illuminate in a lot of those rounds. But nonetheless, they take the win. We do have another match coming in tonight at 10 p.m. I do believe, so make sure to stop by and check that one out as well. And thanks for tuning in, folks.